Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I'm late to the party with this one because I wanted to talk about heavyweight rankings as it pertains to the Fury and Chisora 3 fight. Now, Frank Warren, during the press conference a week ago, talked about Derek Chisora being the first available contender because he's ranked number 9. Okay, now I have doubts about this anyway, because although if you go down from Usyk, who's number 1, to number 10, who's Kubrat Pulev, Joe Joyce is at number 6, and I'm thinking Joe Joyce would have taken this fight. He said he wanted it. Warren said in a recent interview that Joyce is in Puerto Rico with his girlfriend or a family or something. But I think if they'd offered him the fight, he wouldn't have gone to Puerto Rico. He'd have taken that fight. Because, yes, he'd come off a strong training camp, but so had Anthony Joshua, and they supposedly wanted the Joshua fight. I don't think they really did, but I think they were clout chasing, using Joshua's name to say, oh, well, you don't want it. They made it impossible to negotiate that fight with all that stupidity over you've got to sign by such and such a date, which is a lot of absolute bullshit. But really, they wanted to shoehorn in an easy defense for Fury before he eventually moves on and pays attention to Usyk. Now, pushing that aside, those were the BoxRec independent rankings that Warren was talking about. The BoxRec independent rankings. Chisora, number 9, supposedly the first available contender to fight Fury. However, I was under the impression that Tyson Fury is the WBC heavyweight champion. So you've got to ask, what was Warren talking about BoxRec rankings for? Where did that come into it? If you're the champion of an organisation, of a ruling body, you go by their rankings. And Derek Chisora is currently ranked number 14 which is, I think you've got to be in the top 15 to fight for the title. He squeezes in at 14. But let's go through another few. At 13, you've got Michael Hunter. Okay, he's a small heavyweight, former cruiserweight. Putting him in with Fury. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Don't forget, Fury's beaten Chisora twice already. He beat him 11 years ago and 8 years ago, and he whitewashed him the second time and stopped him. And in the first fight, he outpointed Chisora quite comfortably. So it would be intriguing to see Michael Hunter, someone who Fury hasn't beaten in with him, someone who is a very crafty fighter. I would certainly pick Fury to beat him, but it could be interesting. At 12, you've got Luis Ortiz. These are the WBC rankings, by the way. Ortiz, as we know, recently beaten, so you can cross him off the list. Parker at 11, cross him off the list. Number 10, Zan Kosabutsky, I think it's pronounced, from Kazakhstan. I know virtually nothing about this guy, but somehow he's ranked at number 10 in the WBC heavyweight rankings. Don't ask me about him. I can't even remember seeing him, but, you know, anyway. Number 9, Martin Bakole. Would he have taken the fight? He's based in Britain. He's coming off a great win over Tony Yoka in Paris, which was an excellent win for Bakole. He's rebuilt since the loss that he had against Michael Hunter. He's at number 9. Number 8, Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin gave Fury a tough fight. I mean, I think Fury won, but he cut Fury badly. He gave him problems. Why not a rematch there? That could be, they fought before and had a pretty competitive fight. You could promote that, couldn't you? Yeah. Number 7, Dillian White. Tyson's beaten him, so you can cross him off. 6, Anthony Joshua. That was never going to happen, not in my opinion. 5, Robert Helenius, just been chinned by Wilder in 1. Makhmudov at 4. Russian-Canadian fella. He's at number 4. Could you rule him out of a fight with Fury? I don't think so. At number 3, Frank Sanchez. You know, very, very good fighter. And again, you know, Sanchez and Makhmudov, two heavyweights who Fury's never fought before, so there'd be the intrigue there. Number 2, Andy Ruiz, who just fought, and number 1 is Deontay Wilder. Well, we know, you know. Anyone fancy Fury Wilder 4? I made a video saying it wouldn't be so bad, but maybe not. You know, maybe not right now anyway. Andy Ruiz, no, at number 2 can't have it. So, going just to sort of recap, at number 14 you've got Derek Chisora, but Michael Hunter is above him. I'd think that would be an intriguing fight against Fury. You've got that Kazakh fella, Kosabutsky. I know nothing about him. You got Martin Bakole at 9, number 9. I think that would be an interesting fight with Fury. You know, don't forget, we're talking, Fury wants a tune-up before Usyk. That's essentially what he wants. He won't say that, and Warren won't say that. That's what they want. Otto Wallin rematch? Why not? You know, Makhmudov, okay, yeah. Frank Sanchez, a big threat. No. If you go down the WBC rankings, the bottom line is it's absolute nonsense to say that Derek Chisora was the first available contender. Right. A guy who has already been beaten twice, once by stoppage by Fury years and years ago. Okay. And I understand that Fury wants an easy gig because he likes to punctuate the major events with easy gigs. So, you know, Tom Schwartz and Sefer Safiri, I mean, Pianetta, come on, man. Oh, they were little comeback fights. It's little stepping stones because he'd been off for a long, long time. But don't forget, Otto Wallin was meant to be a pushover. He was meant to be another Tom Schwartz, and the guy can actually fight. So it wasn't easy. But I think if you look at the WBC heavyweight rankings, which is what you should be looking at, not the BoxRec rankings, that's not even relevant. They may be better rankings, but that's not the point. The point is Fury is the WBC champ. Looking down the list that we went through just a moment ago, number 14, Derek Chisora, he is not the highest ranked contender available. Okay. So, and by the way, let me be honest with you, having made this video, let me just say, if Chisora was number 1, I still wouldn't want to see him fight Fury again because he's been beaten twice by Tyson Fury. And is anyone picking Chisora? Well, A, to beat Fury. I haven't spoken to anyone who thinks he's going to beat Fury. Or let's say, what about going the distance? Do you think he'll go the distance against Fury? I wouldn't entirely rule it out, but I think I'm picking Fury to win by stoppage, so I don't know what your thoughts are. And if he does go the distance, how many rounds is he going to win, Chisora? Maybe Fury will take a few off. Let's say he wins 3 out of 12. You know. Now, Derek Chisora is a warrior. I've got a lot of time for Derek Chisora as a fighter. I think he talks a lot of crap outside the ring. He's kind of idiotic. But he's a character, and, you know, some people like that. But he is a warrior. Inside the ring, no argument. A bona fide warrior. And I've got a lot of time for Fury. Again, inside the ring. Outside the ring, he talks absolutely unfathomable amounts of shit. But as a fighter, I like watching him. Very, very talented fighter. A very, very talented fighter. But I don't want to see him in a ring together. I don't see, it's not like there's no intrigue to it. It's been done. We've seen it twice before, years ago. Why are we getting it a third time? Look at those rankings. There are better people available. That's just my thought. So leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, you could subscribe. That would be fantastic. Brilliant. Hit the like button. That always helps the channel as well. Thank you for your time and for watching this video. I always appreciate your time. You have a good weekend. We will speak again soon. And in the meantime, bye-bye for now.